Hey there, veteran guardians and new light players. This is Delta 115 bringing you guys a Destiny 2 video. So I hope you guys are enjoying Solstice 2025 as we are now on the second and final week of this event. And in today's video, I'm going to be wrapping up the Triumphs and Gilded Triumphs for the Flamekeeper title. Now, because I've already acquired this title a few years back and gilded it, I'm going to gild it once again. Because, after all, if you guys are after this title or want to gild this title, I just want to make this video so that way it'll be easier for you guys to acquire it on your own benefit. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, the triumphs for the Flamekeeper title are much easier, to be fairly honest, compared to the previous ones from the previous Solstice events. Now, these ones are much cleaner and simpler because of the changes that Bungie did that involves portal activities. So, I will showcase you 8 of the normal ones and then showcase you what's left of the gilded ones, because I left 2 of them unchecked because I want to explain the other 2 further on before I acquired them. So first off, we'll start with the first 8 and then later on we'll go to the gilded ones. So let's start off with the first one here. We got Like a Phoenix. Unlock your first piece of Solstice armor during the Celebrating Solstice quest. When you start playing Destiny 2, if you're new to this, you have to go to Eve Levante because she has the quest, so you can start off the Solstice event. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the quest Celebrating Solstice. You're going to complete all 6 quest steps, and this triumph here is part of the quest step for the quest. And once it tells you to claim this triumph, claim it. As you can see, I've already claimed this in my previous video, so that's why I couldn't, accept it already. So moving on to the next one, we got Forged in Sunlight. Unlock all of the lustrous armor for your class. Now, this one's pretty self-explanatory. To get the armor, you need to go to the Solstice Forge here on the event tab, and the icons will look different. That's because these are the glows. But before the glows, there were the armor quest icons that were there, and the cost for each of them is 100 Solstice alloys. Now, for those who don't know, Solstice alloys is a special currency in the Solstice event, and you can acquire them by completing portal activities and endgame activities such as dungeons, raids, and for portal activities, it's solo ops, pinnacle ops, fire team ops, crucible ops. So some of these activities varies how much Solstice alloy you'll earn. Solo ops will give you like 25, fire team ops and other activities might give you a little bit higher. But for me personally, I've been doing solo ops a lot because I was trying to, level up my character to 400, which I finally reached my goal, by the way. And the maximum Solstice alloys you'll acquire is 500. That's the max that you can hold. It won't let you hold anything further on. So if you're trying to work on all 3 characters and try to get all the armor for all 3, the total would be about 1,500 Solstice alloys. But given that you're going to be playing a lot of activities, and since some of the solo op activities have very quick, successful, mission completion rates, you can get these alloys pretty quickly. So have no argument there. So once you get, I would say 100, because that's the cost per armor piece. Once you get 100 Solstice alloys, head over here, pick whatever armor piece you want, select it, and that's it. Because people will think of when you acquire it, you gotta do additional quest steps. There are no additional quest steps. Just purchase it with the Solstice alloy, and that's it. If you want to farm the armor, you just need to play portal activities that has the. I think it's better. I'll show you. So, for example, if you want to get armor or weapons, activities will have these distorted Solstice engrams on certain things. You can find it on whatever is available on Soul Ops here. For example, Caldera has it. You could also find one here in the playlist. If you want to play, if you want, different solo op missions on that. That's not only on solo ops; it's also on fire team ops. So the first three shows it, and then the playlist as well. Pinnacle ops will show on, I guess, only the first Pinnacle ops activity. Crucible ops will be on the Scorch one. Sorry, the Solstice Scorch playlist. Oh, and also Control. I think it shows up. No, it doesn't show up in Trials. Okay, so yeah, just Control and Solstice Scorch. But personally, I recommend going to solo ops. Caldera is a good one. K1 Logistics is also another good one, and same thing with Creation as well, if it goes into rotation. Keep in mind, solo ops rotates daily, so the best recommended ones I would say is Caldera, Creation, and K1 Logistics, because those three, personally to me, are the fastest. And yeah, so that's the armor. So let's go take that. Alright, the next triumph is Knight of the Solstice. Reach event rank 15. It's talking about the reward track. So let me go back to overview. And it's this reward track here. So it's going to be your first 15. So starting off from here all the way to here. So once you reach this tier 3 hollow foil fortunate star reward, that's when you complete the triumph. And to acquire leveling up progress, there are two ways. Your first way is the daily and weekly challenges that you need to complete, because it progresses the event track. Second is going to be activities involved, such as the Solstice Scorched, which I played it a lot sometimes because I need to work on other triumphs and so forth. And I believe solo ops that involves, I would guess, event multipliers or event modifiers, not multipliers, modifiers. If the solo ops ones don't work, then go with the Solstice Scorch to, progress. So let me claim that. The next one is Solstice with yourself. But not only that, we have Solstice Vacation and Heat of the Crucible. Why? Because all three of these triumphs have the same, different objectives, but same amount. So in Solstice with yourself, complete solo op activities with any Solstice modifier active. In Solstice Vacation, complete Fire Team Ops or Pinnacle Ops activities with any Solstice modifier active. And Heat of the Crucible, complete Solstice Scorched activities in the Crucible Ops playlist. And all three of them have the same thing. You have to complete 7 activities. So 7 solo ops, 7 fire team or pinnacle ops, and 7 crucible ops. Doesn't matter if, for Crucible 1, doesn't matter if you win or lose, as long as you complete it. But the other activities, just complete those, activities, basically. As long as you have the event modifier. If you're still confused about that, I will show you what I mean. So let's just say you finish 7, you want to do 7 solo up activities. Just select the activity, go to customize, and as you can see at the bottom, moons and event modifiers, these are the event modifiers it was talking about. So normal will give you 1 event, as you can see here. But if you're like on higher ones, like me for example, going to Grandmaster, because that's where I am with 400 power, you get 2. And then you can modify this as much as you want. As long as you have these modified, you're good to go. So that's for solo ops. For fire team ops or pinnacle ops, you can get them here too. If you want to double check, go to your modifier tab here. And as long as you see these blue icons here, that means these event modifiers are active. And for Crucible Ops, Solstice Scorch here, or you could go to here, go to Play Now, and select it from there. So let me claim those 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Oh, next one. Around the Sun. Complete activities with unique Solstice modifiers active. Now, I've already showed you this as I went back to the solo ops and, showed you the modifiers. But if you're still confused of it, I'll show you guys the event modifiers once again. So I'm going back to here. Go to Customize. Go to Boons and Events modifier. And then there are a total of, say, 5, 6, 7, about 8. So since that tribe is telling you to finish each one of them, I would say if you're doing, events, I would say go to events. If you want to get this done, go to events difficulty. But if you want to, let's just say you want to do that, but you also want to, grind some power level armor, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I would say go to, if you're 400 power, then do that. But if you're 300 power, do Master. The same thing with 200 power. But the goal here is that you have to complete an activity with each of these modifiers active. Now, since you've been given 2, I would say do it like this. So take 2. Let's say you do 1 match and you finish these 2. Do another one and customize it to take the next 2. And then when you finish that one, same thing with the next 2, and then same thing with the next 2. As long as you've got every single one of them done and completed. That's it. Pretty self-explanatory on that part. And yeah, we're on the last one. And the last normal triumph we got is Beneath the Sun. Achieve at least a B grade performance in any portal activity with at least 1 Solstice modifier active. Same thing with Solstice with yourself, or Solstice Vacation, or Heat of a Crucible. As long as you achieve a B grade performance in any of those portal activities with the event modifier, you're good to go. Self-explanatory, no details to explain. Now, because I finished all 8, you should be able to get the normal, the seal and the title. Now, moving on to the gilded ones. Now, the first one, and I will get this done immediately, is Sublime Glow. Imbue a full set of sublime armor with incandescent ingots. Now, I want to point this out, ladies and gentlemen. The description and title is extremely wrong. Why? Well, to tell you the truth, this is the same title and description from last year. So it's talking about Solstice 2024 armor. Because the armor we got is lustrous, not Sublime. So I want to clarify this to you guys. I guess Bungie had accidentally reused the name and description by accident. So people were assuming we're getting lustrous armor, not sublime armor, Bungie. Where's my sublime armor? How am I going to do this? Don't worry about it. It's a common mistake here. And to give you proof that I could get this one done, I'll show you how. So to get the glows, or incandescent ingots, you're going to go to the Solstice Forge. This is where you get your armor. And once you acquire your armor, these icons will appear, taking its place. And that's when you're going to go and get the Solstice alloys once again to acquire the glows. Now, each glow is 50. So for all 5 armor pieces, it will take you about a total of 250 Solstice alloys. If you're doing this on all 3 characters, I would say 750. But these are pretty easy to obtain, the Solstice alloys. As long as you keep on playing Portal activities, you're good to go. Easy. So I've already acquired these. So this is my last one. So let me acquire this. And there we go. And because I acquire a full set of it, I got a Solstice memento unlocked. And there it is, Sublime Glow. So let me go back. Go to this one. There you go. Now, this is proof that I've done this. And you guys have no confusion with the title and description of it whatsoever. Moving on, we got Hero of the Solstice. Reach event rank 30. I've already explained Forged in Sunlight. Oh, sorry, not Forged in Sunlight. Knight of the Solstice, which gives you rank 15. So once you reach rank 30, so it's like starting from rank 15, and then you continue leveling up until you reach rank 30, which is the shader here. And once you reach that and claim that reward, you got the Triumph. Nothing to explain it, just level up the event track. Either from XP or gameplay, or just buying the ranks. Now, there was a buy button here, but because I did it the old-fashioned way of leveling up, the buy button's gone. So, yeah. Let me just go claim this. Alright, next one is Sunlight 'em Up. While wearing a complete set of lustrous armor imbued with incandescent ingots, complete a dungeon, a raid, or portal activities at master or higher difficulty, or win rounds in Trials of Osiris. Now, I haven't done this, but you just need to give me a minute on that. So I will skip this, and let me get this one. So this one is a Sunny score. Achieve a 8 grade performance in any portal activity with at least 1 Solstice modifier active. Now, to get an 8 grade, it's pretty easy to do. I did it in Fire Team Ops with a random group, and I managed to get an 8 grade pretty well, actually. But if you're still not feeling confident with a fire team, you can do it in solo ops. Actually, I'll give you a good setup. Let me go to solo. Let's say Caldera, for example, for 8 grade. Now keep in mind, because I'm like 400 level, it'll be completely different with yours. So let's see if I can modify maybe this along with... Yeah, this is 8 grade. Here. I've done these before. I did it once. If you know what you're doing and so forth. But aside from that, it's not difficult. You could do a fire team ops one, but if you don't want to, you can do a solo ops to get an 8 grade, pretty much, and that's pretty much it. But sorry, I think a better way for you is do a 300. If you modify it pretty good. Let's see. I guess you can modify this pretty good if you can put in a couple of these. We'll see. But I would say if you're around 300 power, because I forgot, because the ranks are different based on your power level. And if you're 300, you should have like a silver tier type, not gold like me. But if you're around 300 power, it should be very easy for you guys to do it. But for 400, it'll be like this, I would say. But yeah. So it's just asking to complete an activity with an A grade. You can do it in solo ops, as I said earlier, or fire team ops, which is this one, the here. Because I know it said like a B grade, like a B plus grade, but if you complete or fill the bar out as much as you can, it counts as an A grade. Just want to give you a heads up on that. But yeah, that's how it is. Let me go and claim that real quick. Now I will go start an activity. I would say a dungeon for me, and I'll see if it gives me 100% progress or not. I will give you some details soon, so I'll be right back on this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I tried to do a dungeon because I know a few dungeons are easy for people to do, but unfortunately, not that many people play dungeons that often, so I decided to do a portal activity at master or higher difficulty, which is basically solo ops. I've been doing Caldera on grandmaster difficulty because I've been farming tier 5 loot, and I decided why not give it a shot, because it did say portal activities at master or higher difficulty. So I gave it a shot, and long and behold, I have finished a solo ops activity on grandmaster with a full set of lustrous armor, and it works on one activity. That's it. So if you want to get that done, I recommend solo ops. Makes things a lot easier if you can't find anybody to do fire team ops or pinnacle ops or any end game content that involves other players. So solo ops is your best option if you want to get that done, but it has to be master or grandmaster difficulty. It could also be ultimate, but I don't see a lot of people reaching 450 power because of how ridiculous the power grind is for it. But anyways, once you finish a solo ops activity at master or higher difficulty with a full set of lustrous armor with incandescent ingot glows, you get this triumph unlocked. And by doing so, you have gilded your triumph. And yes, I went to this one because I don't know if I can trust the portal one, because of what happened with the previous seal with the gunsmith, or not gunsmith, the arms week. Because I did claim it here, but it did not show the gilding thing, so I thought it could be a bug or something. But yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the triumphs and the gilded triumphs for the Flamekeeper title and seal for Solstice 2025. And that's the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and check out my YouTube channel for the latest Destiny 2 and other gaming content. And also, if you want to get notified and for extra content, you can check out my socials, which the links will be down in the description box below. That is all, my fellow Guardians. This is Delta 115, signing out.